Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Let's Talk Friday. I am your host, Janice, and I think he'll introduce himself. By now, you should get used seeing this face here and there. Kindly introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you very much, viewers. Mazimba Abraham is my name, or you can call me Bashide Bola or Bashidi. Your coach, life coach, and I enjoy this program, Sister Joynes.
You're very welcome and thank you so much. All right, so tonight we are back with the same topic that we had on the other episode. It's a continuation of love in marriage and relationships. Kindly share the live and as well as comment, send your questions. We'll read them as we go on with the program. For now, we're going on a short break.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos? As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at LonoZM.
Great news from Lono Studios, a safe place for entertainment, advertisement, broadcasting, and social interaction. You can now advertise your goods and services on Lono TV at a very affordable price. You know publicity makes a good business stand out. You can get yourself a TV advert, radio advert, Lono TV Facebook page post, TV program sponsor shout out. Remember, at a very affordable price. You can also digitalize your business by subscribing to our digital marketing packages so as to advertise your business on social media platforms and websites, e.g. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. You can subscribe to a bronze package, silver package, or golden package and get yourself that social media business boost. More followers, more customers, more sales. Lono Studios, we are here to show the world what you have while you sit back and do your business. Come show the world the beauty of your products and services.
Last episode, when we just began this topic, we looked at a few questions, three questions in fact, but they were very detailed. And if you want to actually listen to the answers that were answered to the questions, you can watch the first episode that we had. We had the first question was, is love another evolution story? Can love be called love without love? Is love an emotional instinct? And all these were actually answered in a very detailed way of which people are able to understand. And that is just to thank Mr. Mazimba for how he explained in the first episode.
Yes.
So today we continue with our question. And the first question that we have today, is it possible for people to live in marriage without love?
Thank you very much, Sister Joynes. I love the question, and you are a very good presenter, and you are a very good interviewer.
Thank you so
I
much.
think this question will help a lot of souls out there. The answer that I can give to that question is that yes, it is possible that people can live without love. They can be in marriage, living together without love. And it's a proven story. And there are evidences to that fact. It's very possible today, a lot of people are living in their homes without love. And in Bemba, they say, Ingando shilala mobaita shani, vaikumbo mutenge. Sister Joynes, how do you know that people are living without love? You do hear sentiments to say, Panona ikadila fiabana. You go to certain places giving counseling, giving encouragements, and where people are fighting, there is a fight between a husband and a wife. You find that people bring out strong statements. Shakwata fyokwakuya vatata vakana kufuana panonga shaikalapo nichifendi mwana wanshiwecho munshushefi. So when you hear such things, you know that this person, what keeps that person is because that person is stranded. She doesn't have where to go. She is an orphan. It's because of the children, and such sentiments will actually tell you to say these people do not have love. What keeps them is because of the things that they are sharing together. And apart from that, some people stay because of wealth. Because the people that have married them have got a lot of money. They are very rich. So what keeps them actually is not love. What keeps them is riches which they have. This lady just thinks, if I leave this man, who else will marry me? But this person is beaten every day. but they enjoy that wealth. So when you see a person driving Prado, driving Mercedes Benz, don't think that that is love. What keeps them is wealth. But real love is what is found in the bedroom, what is found in their homes. But then, how can you know that there is no love in this home, or there is no love between the two? Or even you who are in that marriage, how can you know that our love has started evaporating? Our love has started flying away. Now, these are some of the things that I'll share with you. Point number one, how you can identify that there is no love between you is that you are in marriage without intimacy, where you don't even share sexual relationship. Sexual intercourse does not take place. And I was sharing with you, Sister Jonas, before we began this program, that I know of a certain family, I will not mention a place, where people have lived for 5 years without sharing the same bedroom with between the husband and the wife. And this is a proven story. These things are happening. And if I remember very well, let me give an example to myself. I had a grandmother and a grandfather in one of the villages. They when they became very old, they differed at one time. And this grandfather started cooking for preparing food for himself, and the grandmother started preparing food for herself. That was they were living together, but love was not there. And actually, in so many homes, as we see people out there, when you go to church, we think things are okay. Things are not okay in these homes. People do not have sexual relationship in their homes. And let me remind you, dear viewers, wherever you are viewing us from, that sexual relationship is what brings people together. Sister Joynes, you are not yet married, but I can tell you one fact that sexual relationship is what glues people together. Even when we differ in marriage, we fight, we do what and what, but that act is a reconciliation weapon. It's the best weapon which people can use to reconcile. So when you don't have intimacy, you don't have sexual relationship in a home, know that love is evaporating. The other thing that you can know is that you are not bonded in terms of wealth. Each one is running his own business. You find that this person has got a shop, this one has got this business. They run, and you find that in a home, you are even borrowing money from your friend to say, "Kongwesheni ko 1 pin, kongwesheni ko 100 kwa chanka milete." Some of those are things you think they are very small, but they are very big. And actually, the other one is that you and your partner are not even friends. Yes. You know that some people are married, but they are not friends, guy? And they think they are in love, but they are not friends. How can you know that my partner is a friend? A person who forgives you. Some people take a lot of time to forgive their friends. Yes. Some people take a lot of time to just buy a gift for their friends. Now, you can be married, but you are not friends. And I think that's another question that you should tackle next time when you invite me. That is it possible that people can be in marriage without being be friends? It's very true. When you see that you are not friends, know that you are not in love. Another thing is that you would rather spend time with your friends. There are a lot of people right now, as I'm talking, we have started weekend. They will be watching English Premier League, Italian Serie A, and I don't know, brother, you know a lot of these leagues. To them, this weekend relieves them from these wives who are very bitter. They spend more time in bars watching soccer. Some of them, you think that they are soccer fans. They are just running away from problems. Yes. They don't want to spend a lot of time with their partners. Yes. It's to them, this weekend is an opportunity to be relieved from the pains of a home. They don't want to be with their partners. They feel more comfortable to go to the bar to spend more time with their friends other than spending time with their own partners. I think that is a sign that actually creates a lot of problems. And you gentlemen out there, the problem that we have nowadays is that, you knock off from work at 17 hours, then 18 hours, you go pick your friends, you go and start watching sporting events on television. When do you give time to your partner? If... awe nganifyo kanshi vale shita ama nani kane vale lipila vale subscribe so that at least sometimes they can watch from their homes. They don't go to church, they don't do it, but they enjoy more time with their friends than their partners. And the other thing, Sister Joynes, is that you don't support each other during tough times. when you see that things are happening in your life that and your friend does not come your way when you have got tough times, know that there is no love. You find that you have got a funeral, you travel alone. You've got your mother who is sick in the hospital, you cannot help. Your sister-in-laws are very stranded, you cannot help. We need to come in when my partner's got problems. If it means me putting some finances, I need to come in and help.
Yeah.
So you know that my friend loves me. There is love in this home when you share the burdens. Not whereby umuntu ambokulanga ati awana imokufia bu mala isova family yenu na inenga fyankonka na inenga isasova. That is not love in a home. And let me just maybe share 3 points on this one before we cruise to another thing. Stop praying together. Praying for those who go to church, well, immediately you stop praying together, know that there is no love. For us who are believers, me, I'm an elder at church, and you are a church goer. If we are married, we have established a home. There should be a time we should kneel down together and pray. But if you find that you spend 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, that is very dangerous. You need to find time to pray together as a couple, because our marriages for believers must be established on the rock, which is Jesus Christ, is the one who anchors our marriages. And you have different agendas. That's another thing. When you find that you have got different agendas, it's a problem. You go home. Like I'm not at home this time, I'm here. Then I find my wife has bought a television set, has bought nice phones for me too, without even telling me. I'm not saying she shouldn't surprise me, but at times she should surprise me. Then I go home, I find that my wife has started building a house without telling me. And also me, I'm building in Mkulumpe without telling her.
I think just there, those are the common things that are actually happening. We're seeing a lot of, such kind of situations around media where maybe the wife is building without the husband's knowledge, the husband is building the family structures without the wife knowing.
That is a problem. Those are what we call having different agendas. And you find that there are people who are married, even here in Kasama and elsewhere. You find that the husband has a shop and the wife has a shop. This one cannot account for the money which is coming from the other shop. They go to borrow from the husband. They go to borrow from the wife. What kind of manners are those? I'm not saying you shouldn't borrow, but some people, they overdo it.
True.
They even write in their exercise books to say, now, when you are married, you are one. You are one. So don't have such ideas. Say, this one has got this business which is running. For accountability, you can have that. But when you get back home, let those things be counted as one, to say these things are for all of us, for both of us, are there for the family. And by the way, I don't know why people struggle. Let me tell you one thing, Sister Joynes, and the viewers out there. If me, I'm married as a man, I've married a wife, and then I start building a house, and I'm not involving my wife, she is not responsible in what I'm building. What if I die? Who will remain with those things?
Obviously,
they are for both of us.
If your wife doesn't know, surely maybe somebody from your family has an idea to say you're doing this.
Right now, as I'm talking, Sister Joynes, we had a discussion at our committee where a lot of things were reviewed. Say some people do not know the pins. You call them what?
Yes, the pins for
the pin codes for accounts for Airtel, for what they have not reviewed. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told to say Airtel is keeping a lot of money, a lot of unclaimed money, because some people have died in road accidents, and their wives or their spouses do not know the pin codes for such accounts, and you find that you have got a lot of money in the bank, but you cannot tell your wife. And I'm told somebody escorted the wife to go and withdraw the money. When she was escorted, and then tells the husband, this old man, to say, pin code. What manners are those? Minga vakashivandiko vyafyati akanshikwe mumoneko mwalana nini fikwevye because teti ngushindike kono ku banki muise muntamvye pakufunya olupia. What kind of manners are those? So they are very, 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 very important things that we must do together, which must show that there is love. And let me talk about the other point. When you find that your friend starts feeling more comfortable when he's alone, I know that there's a problem. When you are there as a spouse, somebody is not very comfortable.
Yes.
that is a very bad sign. People must be comfortable with your presence. Your spouse must be comfortable with your presence. When they see you, they should feel comfortable. And when you've got a difference, somebody must even feel sick. Like my wife, I know my wife, when I'm annoyed, but anyway, I'm joking with my wife out there. But I know her to say, and that's how life should be. Your friend, that's a sign of care. You know that somebody is caring, is very concerned about my welfare. So, Sister Joynes, it is true. People can live without love. They are just sharing the building. There is no intimacy. They don't pray together. They don't enjoy friendship. They don't go shopping together. They even lend money to each other. All those things that we have mentioned.
Okay, so we go to the next question. This one especially, it was taken from the Bible because as we know, Zambia is a Christian nation.
Yes.
Well, not everyone is a Christian. So to those who believe in Jesus, the Bible in the book of Mark 12 verse 30 to 31 says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second one is love your neighbor as yourself. At the vertex of the triangle of love, we have God, yourself, and your neighbor. How do you love yourself as an expression of loving others?
A very important question. A very important question, Sister Joynes. You cannot love others without first of all loving yourself. And even the Bible says, love your neighbor just the way you love yourself. Meaning that before I show the love that I have for my friends or to the neighbor, I should first of all express the love that I have for myself. And that is very cardinal in life. Viewers out there, the fact is that you cannot love your neighbor without loving yourself. You cannot love your wife without loving yourself. You cannot love your husband without loving yourself. You cannot love your girlfriend. You cannot love your prostitute without loving yourself. You cannot love any person who is closer to you without first of all loving yourself. It's very important that in this life we begin by loving ourselves. And how can we express this love to ourselves? And how can we know that this person loves himself before loving others? There are things that we should do as human beings. Let me just go through a good number of them quickly within a few minutes, Sister Joynes, allow me. Number one, in trying to love yourself, you must know yourself first. What kind of a person what kind of a person are you? And this is what we call psychology of love. You cannot love others without knowing yourself. You must begin by knowing yourself. What is your personality? What are some of the things that you love? What are some of the things that you hate in your life? So know yourself. How do you react to situations? How emotional do you become when certain things come your way? How do you know yourself? What things do you really like eating? What things do you really like enjoying? What are your hobbies? That is what we call knowing yourself. Even when another person comes your life, in your life, then they will know that my friend loves this and this. And number two, don't compare yourself to others. And that is a very bad situation. When I start comparing myself to others, that's very bad. And actually, even in marriage, if you, Sister Joynes, by the time you be married, I know I'll be the MC at your wedding. At the time you be wedding and you have your home, don't tell your husband to say, that is an insult.
Yes. Very big.
Nangu even ababene clearly saba kutema girlfriend aba, you tell your girlfriend to say ule samba kwa samba kwa aba nove. That's an insult in a relationship. I shouldn't tell my wife to say mona aba nove by the way tulalanda kwa fiya, but sometimes we go and apologize to say I kwena na chilufyanya. Yes, even in me, I shouldn't be comparing myself to say aba nandi bala moneka vuno pamenso or what and what. No, I should trust myself. I should love myself the way God has created me, and no one should look down upon me to say, no, this one is not handsome, this one. The way God has created me, I should love myself. And brothers and sisters out there, have confidence in your appearance. True. Don't trouble yourself so much. Each person has got unique abilities. True. And the other thing is that speak kind to yourself. Be kind, Sister Joynes. I've found people, Sister Joynes, who even insult themselves. Inenga nafuluanda nunca. Ndanafulanda nunca ndimbwa sana ine. Sister tamafo kwa balande fya wena Clarias. Ndimbwa sana ine ndanunka. Ulambo nemfi ndanunka. What kind of a person are you? You start insulting yourself before you even insult others. So speak, be kind to yourself. Oh, kwena ndichipuba ine. Ndichipuba sana nalipona. What and what? No, brothers and sisters, respect yourself. Be kind. Before you show kindness to others, be kind to yourself. I've seen people, that is why in this life you find that people are kind to the neighbors, but to the people they are living with, they are not very kind.
Yes.
They are not even kind to themselves. And these are the people who are killing themselves because they don't love themselves. Why should I kill myself when it's my wife who has wronged me? Why should I live with this life? And that's why I like the disciples when they were with Jesus. There was wind. You've read that story.
Yes.
They wanted, no one jumped
No one
out of
jumped,
the
yes,
boat.
yep.
They just said, tulefana Yesu muno mwine.
Yeah.
Don't leave enjoyment to another person. No, that person has just wronged you. You can reconcile. Love yourself. Be kind enough to yourself. If it means eating, eat. There are people who don't love themselves. People can, there are even businessmen here, even in Kasama and elsewhere, who've got a lot of money, but they don't eat. You find that from morning till sunset, they're just working. Then when they go to the hospital, they are diagnosed with ulcers. Because of recklessness, they don't love themselves. How do you give food to the neighbor without first of all giving food to yourself? So the Bible even encourages us to say, first of all, we should love ourselves. And let me talk about another point here. Take care of your body. It's another sign that you love yourself. How do you spend 1 week without bathing? You spend 1 week without even touching a toothbrush. You don't love yourself. You're not taking care of your body. How do you spend 5 years without even going for medical checkups? BP, sugar. Brothers and sisters, we must love ourselves. Take care of our bodies. Sometimes, even if you are not sick, Sister Joyce, go to the hospital. Say, I want to test this and this. And sometimes do even exercises. Even me, where I am, I do run at least 4 times per week. And I've given myself to at least whenever I go for road run, I should cover about 15 kilometers or 10 kilometers, between 10 and 50. I love myself. And even exercises adds to the beauty and how handsome you are. You look at me, I don't have a lot of wrinkles. It's because of some exercises. So we need to take care of, and then plan for a better future. And then invest in yourself. If you love yourself, start investing in yourself and be honest with yourself. The actions that you take in life, they are the ones that determines your future. What else can I talk about here? It's don't be afraid to let go of toxic people in your life. If you love yourself and you have got some people who are very toxic around you, let them leave your space. Let them give you enough time. Don't feel shy to leave them away. And the Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs to say, a fool, even if you get a fool, you put that fool in a mortar, you try to grind, a fool remain a fool. So certain people that we have in our lives are very toxic. They will not change. They will be the way they are. So they would ruin our future.
And I'm going to change this person.
And then now listen to this. Plan some time for your family. Budget some time for your family. It's very important. You know, you go with your family out there, you have got some fun. When there's a church program, maybe they are going to Chimba. Don't remain behind. Go there. You know, we live once. Though we are waiting for the second coming of Jesus Christ, we don't know whether we are going to be saved or not, but we need to relieve our emotions, have time for fun. You can even sing songs in your home, you can share love, you can do what? All those things. Sometimes it's not about going out. You know where the problem is, Sister Joyce, is for the people that are married, they think only going out is that's when they can have fun. But we have got some people who only share love in the night. Sometimes you can make a difference. During the daytime, you know each other well. That is about fun as well. And then stand up for yourself. When temptations come, when trials come, when difficult things come your way, you need to stand up for yourself, fight for your rights, and fight for your future. And buy yourself some gifts. You know, don't wait for other people to buy gifts for you. That is wrong. Buying yourself gifts is an achieve. You are saying to yourself, to say, I've achieved this. Like myself, I've got, when I was in grade 12, I bought myself a gift after clearing exams. When I went to university, I bought myself some gifts. And when I'm doing some business, when I reach a certain level of profit, I say, let me reward myself. That is love. I don't need to wait for my friends to give me a gift. And that's a wrong impression. People think that you can only receive a gift from your friend. Sometimes you can buy yourself a gift, reward yourself, eat what you want to eat, dress, buy trousers, those trousers that you want, the outfit, any outfit that you want, you can buy and reward yourself. What's the other thing? Let me talk about the other thing that is very important. Learn to forgive yourself.
Yes.
Sister Joynes, this is very important. Learn to tolerate and forgive yourself. I think on this question, that's where I want to end. Learn to tolerate yourself and forgive yourself. There are people who don't forgive themselves in this life, and there are the people who are killing themselves. When a mistake is made, forgive yourself, brothers and sisters. You'll never commit suicide. And tolerate some of the things that have happened. If a mistake has happened, you have not achieved what you plan to achieve, forgive yourself. It happens in life. If you fail an exam, forgive yourself and give it another attempt. If you have lost a relationship because of your recklessness, learn to forgive yourself, and God is going to bless you, give you another way. So you cannot forgive others if you don't forgive yourself.
No.
You cannot tolerate others if you don't tolerate yourself. So actually, forgiveness and tolerance is what anchors love relationships. So the tolerance that I'm talking about and the forgiveness that I'm talking about must begin with ourselves. That's when we can show to other people.
Okay, I think we're going to go on a short break, then read some of the comments that we have.
Great news from Lono Studios, a safe place for entertainment, advertisement, broadcasting, and social interaction. You can now advertise your goods and services on Lono TV at a very affordable price. You know publicity makes a good business stand out. You can get yourself a TV advert, radio advert, Lono TV Facebook page post, TV program sponsor shout out. Remember, at a very affordable price. You can also digitalize your business by subscribing to our digital marketing packages so as to advertise your business on social media platforms and websites, e.g. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. You can subscribe to a bronze package, silver package, or golden package and get yourself that social media business boost. More followers, more customers, more sales. Lono Studios, we are here to show the world what you have while you sit back and do your business. Come show the world the beauty of your products and services.
Welcome back, our beautiful viewers. So we have a comment from Maske QJ Innocent watching from Solwezi. Thank you so much, Maske. Okay, keep the comments coming. Today we have a very small audience. Please share the live video as well as comment. Bring the questions that you have that we can actually answer. We have Mr. Mazimba here. He answer every question that you're going to ask. All right, so we go to the next question, which is do you take responsibility of your existence in loving others?
So it's a very important question which every individual out there must answer. But I'll help others to answer this question. It's a question that needs our reaction as individuals, whether we take responsibility in loving others or not. Now, love requires us to be responsible. In the first place, Sister Joynes, if we want to take responsibility in loving others, we must know what it takes to be in love relationship. What does it take for one to love somebody? What does it take for people to maintain the love relationship? And people out there, let me advise you, before, if you don't know what it takes to be in love, don't be in love. Because love is a deep word. Love is a very big word. It's a dynamic thing. It requires action. So in the first place, if you want to be responsible in your existence in loving others, you must know what it takes to be in love. Because to be in love means to be practical. You must learn how to buy gifts for others. You must learn how to forgive. You must learn how to tolerate others. You must learn how to share time with others. So it takes a lot of things for us to be responsible in our love relationship. The other thing that I can talk about being responsible in love is that taking ownership and responsibility for your actions is very important again in a love relationship. You know, there are people who don't accept mistakes.
No, narcissists.
They don't accept, and that is something that is very painful in love relationship, sister, where you expect your friend to apologize, but your friend is not apologizing. Yes. That is very bad. You don't take responsibility of your mistakes in a love relationship. That's very bad. Brothers and sisters out there, when you are in a relationship with somebody, when you are married to somebody, you are living together, you are in a love relationship. When you go wrong, when certain things go wrong in this life, take responsibility. If it means apologizing, apologize. If it means promising that it shall never repeat itself, do a promise. If it means taking an oath, take an oath. Take responsibility in your love relationship if something goes wrong. If you find a marriage partner, if you find somebody who loves you and does not apologize, that's a sign that you're not going to live together. But because one thing that anchors the relationship is apology. People must learn to make apology, take responsibility of the mistakes that they have made. Some people can even beat their partners over the mistakes they have made. You see, him who is wrong but beats the other person. I heard somebody who was wrong. He was caught in a relationship with another lady by the wife and says, now, because this lady is very stranded, cannot leave the place. So we must be responsible. The other thing is that be willing to forgive your partner and yourself. Forgiveness, that, like I've already mentioned, is the one that anchors a relationship. So we must be responsible in our love relationships. In our existence, as we love others, we must be responsible. Not only those that are in marriages or in a relationship with us, but even our neighbors. When things go wrong at the neighborhood, we must be responsible. When things go wrong anywhere where we share relationships, we must be responsible.
I think on forgiveness, even as you ask for forgiveness, you should be able to say what you did wrong. There are those people that just run to say, I am sorry. They've noticed that you're upset and they say, I am sorry.
As if they are talking to a kid.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. It will never happen again. I think it's, as an adult, you should be able to bring out the mistake that you made and assure your partner to say it will never repeat itself. That will give at least a peace of mind to your partner to say, okay, they've recognized the mistake that they made and they know what they did.
That is
as
very
you said,
important.
Someone just comes and says, I am sorry, because they've seen you upset and they just want you to be at peace. I think that sorry doesn't even go as deep as the one where you recognize what you did and tell your partner, I am sorry, I will never cheat on you again. It was just a mistake. Okay, so we go to the next question. What elements do you put together in your existence that shows that you love yourself and others?
That's a very important now question. The elements that we can put together that can show that we love ourselves and we love others, because love must be expressed. People must see it. It's something. It is not something that should be hidden, and that is why it is very important. It is very difficult to hide love. And how do you? By the way, let me ask the audience: how do you enjoy love which is hidden? How do you enjoy love which is hidden? That is slavery. Because love must be expressed, Sister Joynes. And that is why people are always caught who are in love relationships, because this thing cannot be hidden. No matter what you can do, you cannot hide. If you cannot stop that kind of love relationship, then one day they will arrest you. You'll be caught and you'll be charged for that.
As we should date, but no one should know.
It's not possible. It's not possible. And then you may not enjoy that kind of love relationship. Now, what are some of these elements that must be put together for us to know that this person loves me and this person also loves me? That shows that you love yourself and you love others. Number one, express your love. That is an element. That's the first element. Love must be expressed. How do we express love? Like we earlier mentioned, love must be accompanied with some practical ways of doing it, like the buying of gifts, forgiveness, moving together, and a lot of things. So love must be expressed. It must not be hidden. Number two, make yourself available. There are people who say, no, I love my girlfriend, I love my wife, but they don't avail themselves. It's just on phone. That kind of love is not good. Sometimes make yourself available to your partner. Find time when you can be together. That is when people are going to know that this person loves this person and he loves himself. So making ourselves available. Sometimes, our friends may not even need gifts or what. They just need our time, our attention. Yes, most especially ladies are gifted in that. Ladies don't even want a lot of things, dear brothers out there. Don't even fear anything. They don't even want a lot of money at times. What they need is your presence. Are you available for them as a man or not? ladies also should be available for their people. But for let me just express this to say, but for as for the ladies, they are very good in terms of being available when things happen that way. When your friend is sick, be available. When your friend is admitted in the hospital, be available.
Yes.
When your friend is in a police custody, be available. Take food there. I've loved one wife, I'll not mention the name, it happened last week, where a man was in custody. There were some confusion somewhere.
Yes.
But what this lady did was quite amazing. She visited the church members to say, please help my husband to be released. And the husband was helped. And that's what should be. You must be available. Don't run away when problems are there. And the other thing that you should put in places welcome people like friends rather than strangers. So the people that are around you, when you welcome them, even maybe from church or from same workplace, welcome people. You show others that you love yourself and you love others. And I know certain places, Sister Jonas, where I've lived, in civil service we move a lot.
Yes.
I once lived in a certain compound where I found a culture when visitors come, they never entered people's homes. But I was trying to research what kind of life is this? And I know of a person who almost beat up a wife because she received the visitors. She took the visitors into inside the house.
Yes.
It was something else. But for me, being a member by tribe, our culture is that when visitors come, we take them inside, we eat with them. We don't receive them as strangers, but we receive them as friends. That shows that you are a good lover. You are a person who can take care of others. The other thing is that express true pain. True pain. When certain things don't go well in your life, express it. There are people who say, no, because I love this person, even if he has wronged me, it has pained me, I will not show it off. That is not love. When you are got pain, show it. Express it. If it means crying, cry. If it means shedding tears, shed. That is healing. And no wonder I'm talking about suicides. People are killing themselves because they are not bring out that kind of pain. Do you know, brothers and sisters out there, that bringing out that kind of pain, expressing it, it is part of love, Sister Joynes. When you are in a relationship with your man or whatever, when you express yourself to say, no, this is what happened. For this thing which happened last week, I was not happy. I'm very angry with what you did. That is part of love. Other than abling that kind of pain, it will kill you, it will take your life. Express yourself. And that is why, Sister Joynes, if you find people crying, don't stop them. Me, when I go for a funeral as an elder, when I find these mothers crying, widows or widowers, what and what, you don't stop them. Let people remove those emotions. It has pained them. Let them show it off. That is an element of love. The other thing is that you should also learn to look to the needs of others. Very important. Don't just look at your needs. Other people also have got their needs. Even in marriage, I shouldn't just look at my own needs. I should also look at the needs of my wife. What is it that she wants? What is it that I want? So then we put them together and then love continues. And then invite someone over to your house for a meal. At times, you ask me to, so how do we show love to others and to ourselves? Sometimes let us learn to invite people to our homes. It's a pity that some people, from the time they were married, like me, I've been married for about 12 years. You can find that for 12 years, you have not invited people to come and eat in your home. What kind of people are we? In our culture, we need to interact with others. Sometimes when you are knocking off from church, go with some people, invite some people to say, let's go for lunch. You are expressing love to others, and then people will even know that that person loves himself and also loves others. Where now, Sister Joynes, for 20 years you have been just eating alone. What kind of manners are those? I had a friend at a primary school, Sister Joynes, when he had two guavas, in this one hand and the other hand, she could he could salivate on both guavas so that you couldn't beg. Those were very bad manners. There are some people who are like that. They love themselves so much. Again, it is more than the level of what you're talking about. And then, then forgive them when they are wrong. We've talked about forgiveness. And then keep promises. Keeping promises is part of love. When you have got somebody you love on your way or in your life, make sure you keep promises. How do you know that? More especially these people who are in relationships, like you have got girlfriend or boyfriend. How do you start learning that somebody is not honest? You agreed to say you meet at 14 hours, or 14:30. Then somebody comes at 16 hours. Start just knowing that that kind of a person is not serious. You are at Chikumanino waiting for somebody, you agree to meet at 14 hours. People cannot keep promises. Somebody tells you to say kakutumina kwenda lama sweetie next week. Somebody cannot send. That is very bad. In love relationship, promises must be kept. What else? Let me just talk about the last 2 points there. Accept your people for who they are. You know, God has made us different. I think when we meet next time, I can talk about the different personalities, that like the sanguines, the melancholy, the phlegmatic, and the choleric. Yes. These different four personalities. That when you meet people, some are choleric, some are phlegmatic, some are melancholy, and some are sanguines. So God has made us in different personalities. So you need to accept people the way they are. Sometimes we force people to accept our personality, yes, to embrace our personality, but we don't want to embrace their personality. And we want them to behave the way we behave. No, God has made us differently. If you want people to be like the way you are, it's not possible. You cannot share the same personality at times. So you need to bring your personalities together and see how you can move forward. And then the other thing is that appreciate others for what they do. You know, to just appreciate is strength. You cannot be in a love relationship where you don't appreciate for somebody who does something which is very good to you. To appreciate and recognize somebody's achievements and to recognize somebody's outputs in your life is very important. So you cannot have your husband, you've never appreciated anything. You cannot have your wife, you've never appreciated anything. Even when a person puts on a new dress, you can appreciate, say, he did dress the Monica Win. Not only that, do you know that even in telling somebody to say, how he did dress the Monica Win, is part of love, right? Yes. You are appreciating. Yeah, when I finish I'll give an example to myself. I think if my wife is following, I know she follows this program. There was a dress which she bought some 2 months ago. I expressed it, saying, I want the ball. Bari kanapa first. Number, I'm very happy. Na disa mwafi munganda na disappear. Olo, that is part of love. You need to appreciate. So appreciation is not all about accepting what and what. Sometimes you even recognize what you don't feel comfortable about your friends. It's about appreciation. I think we can talk about a lot of things on this question because there are a lot of elements.
Okay, so I think we have talked about quite a lot of questions, and there are a lot more questions on this topic, but unfortunately, you know, at the I think in everything that we've talked about, starting from the first question to the question where we reach now, a lot of people who are following have gotten at least 1 or 2 points, and they've been explained in details. And for the people that were following, thank you so much. I think let me read the last 2 comments that we have, then we'll call it a day. So we have a comment from Darwin Simtenda. He says, very powerful. Thank you so much. Then we also have Given Sen Bope Kawa Jr. It reads, thank you very much for the nice program. It's really helping. God bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you too. I think we have come to the end of our program. To the people that are following, thank you so much.
But we can pray before we close. Brother Clarius, just allow me to pray. It's very important that when we talk about these issues, we pray for you people who are still searching. I don't know, have you already searched, Brother Clarius? Yeah. So brothers and sisters who are out there, if you are searching for somebody, or if you are in a love relationship, you have got a home between a husband, in whatever category, I just want us to pray together so that God can see us through in our love relationships, because you know love comes from God, and is the owner of love, is the one who first loved us before we even knew about the issues of love. So shall we pray? Eternal gracious Father in heaven, we want to thank you this evening for the privilege of life. We want to uplift your name above all names that are given to man on earth and in heaven. Your name is so wonderful. Your performances to us are so excellent, and your name actually is excellent. You have given us this evening a very important lesson about love. God, without you, we cannot love others and we cannot love ourselves. Teach us how we should love ourselves and how we should love our friends, because love anchors every human activity on earth. Bless this studio, bless Lono Studios in their endeavors to reach out to the world. Bless them, bless the technicians, and bless the machines that are used. Also want to pray for our sister Joyce, who brings this program to the attention of so many souls. Bless her abundantly as well. Give her a good husband in future. Also pray for our technician brother Cleus, who is still having somebody or not married to him. Bless him abundantly. Also bless my family, bless my wife, and bless the children. And others out there, bless all of us. For we pray in the gracious name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you so much for that powerful prayer, Elder Mazimba.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And for the people that were following, once again, thank you so much. And until next week, Friday, for now, it's a bye-bye and a good night.
Thank you.
Great news from Lono Studios, a safe place for entertainment, advertisement, broadcasting, and social interaction. You can now advertise your goods and services on Lono TV at a very affordable price. You know publicity makes a good business stand out. You can get yourself a TV advert, radio advert, Lono TV Facebook page post, TV program sponsor shout out. Remember, at a very affordable price. You can also